Cheh. I'm here with Seattle Theater Group's Global Party Virtual Celebration. I'm the Artistic Director at Morningstar Korean Cultural Center, and I've been a part of this group since I was 5 years old. We've performed over 3,000 times here in the Seattle area, all across the United States and around the world. Today, we're excited to share our culture with you. Korean dance was performed in the Royal Palace for royal ceremonies, as well as in the villages by regular people. Dance and music have always been an important part of special celebrations, as well as everyday entertainment. Over time, the separation between royal court performances and folk or village entertainment has kind of merged together for our cultural enrichment. We're going to start with a quick breathing exercise and go over some basic steps and how to, just approach Korean dance. And then we'll do a quick foot and arm warm-up. After that, we're going to learn a couple more advanced turning steps. And then we'll do some drumming and a scarf practice, because in the performance video that you see, we're doing a kind of a combination of musical instruments, live musical instruments, and singing as well as dancing. And one of the dancers come out with a scarf. Some things you might want to prepare are you want to wear comfortable shoes. Oh wait, not comfortable shoes. You want your feet to be flexible, okay? So if you can see here, I have these leather shoes. These are Korean dance shoes. If you have ballet slippers, that's fine. You could wear socks, you could do barefoot, whatever you're comfortable with. And I mentioned a scarf. If you have a long, flowy, light, it has to be light scarf, that's great. If you don't, you can just pretend with your arms. And as far as the drums go, you need 2 sticks, but your hands work just as well, okay? And you can use your lap, you can use the floor, use a pillow, or you can use a drum if you have a drum. Are you ready to do some breathing? In Korean dance, a lot of the motions or all the movements that you see, we say is just a result of the way you channel your energy through your breath. Now, can you all take a deep breath? And exhale. Now, where did you notice your breath was coming from? Did you feel it in your chest? Or in your stomach area? In Korean dance, and in a lot of Eastern kind of breathing techniques, you want to breathe from your core, okay? And we get more specific by saying it comes from a specific place. Can you make a triangle with your thumbs together, and your index finger and your middle finger touching? If you see right here, there's a small diamond between your index finger and your middle finger. Place your thumbs on your belly button, and that little hole between your index finger and your middle finger is where your breathing comes from. This is where your energy is coming from. Place one hand on your chest and one hand down here, and we're going to breathe. And make sure when you're breathing, your chest doesn't rise and fall, and you're just feeling the breath right here in your lower belly. Okay, ready? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Do you kind of understand that? Now, a lot of times when I say bend, that also can mean exhale, or inhale can also mean stretch. I'm going to use the terms kind of interchangeably, okay? So just to demonstrate, inhale, stretching up, exhale, and bending. If you notice the way I lift my arm, I'm lifting from the inside, stretching out, and when I come down, I pull from the inside, and my hands come last. Trying from the other side, lifting, up, and exhale down. And together, lifting up, inhale, stretch up, and exhale. Forward, inhale up, and exhale down. Continuing to use your knees. Now, I don't know if you guys have any dance experience. If you don't, that's fine. But a lot of Western dance, like ballet, modern dance, or dance forms that we might be more familiar with, when you step, you point with your toe forward, right? But in Korean dance, you step with your heel first. And the articulation of your foot becomes important, okay? Now I'm going to take off my shoes so you can see more clearly. You step with your heel, articulate through, and step down. Step with your heel, articulate, and step down, okay? Now when you come back, you want to lift your toe first and peel back. Lift your toe, peel back. Lift your toe, peel back. Lift your toe, peel back. And coming forward, 1, 2, and bend. Transfer your weight, heel. Transferring through, heel, step, down, heel, step, and down. We're going to start with feet and arm position, doing it separately. Now, just because you do your feet doesn't mean that your arms are relaxed and resting. You still want energy going through your arms. So we're going to hold up our arms, lift your elbows, bring them in a little bit so that there's tension. And we're going to put our heels together and our feet placed in a slight V.
상, 중, 하 기본으로 들어가요. 그럼 하체 동작부터 시작.
Feet together, 2. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Heel, down, up. Heel, down, up. Heel, switch feet. Lift. Heel, lift up. Now lift your heels together and bend. Heel, lift your right heel. Both now slowly to stretch and bend. Step forward. Heel, bend. Feet together, bend. Heel, bend. Together and bend. A little bit faster. Together, bend. Step and bend. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Going back. Remember to peel your toe. 1, 2, peel. 2, going back. 3, and 4. Now lift your heel. Lift. Toe down. Stretch. Bend. Up and 2. Lift. Bend. 1, 2, and bend. 2, and bend. Lift. 2, 3, and 4. Going back. Together, bend. Step. Bend. Back. Bend. 3, 4. Heel. Toe up. Lift your heel. Step, jump. 1, 2. Lift. Step, jump. Step to the side. Together. And stretch your back as you sit. Other side. 2. Stretch. Up. And halfway. Bend. Step. And bend. Heel. 2. 3. Side to side. Lift. 2. Step. Bend forward. Lift. Bend. Stretch up. Step back. 2. Lift. Bend. Now turn slowly. Pull yourself around. Stretch. Bend. Heel. 2, 3, 4. Heel. Toe up. Step. Lift. Sit. Pull your heel up. Lift. Bend. Up. 2. Together. And sit. Pull. Stretch. Bend. Up. 2. Together. And bend. 1, 2, and 3. Cross, 2, and 3. Open. Cross. Turn. Bend. Step. Lift. 2. Up. Twist. Step up. 2. Up. Twist. 2. Lift. Open. Slow. 2. Sit your heel down. Together. Step. Point your elbow and shoulder towards the direction you're going. Step together. 2 and bend. Lift. 1 and turn. 1, 2, and 3. Step. Turn. 1, 2, and 3. Step. 2. 1, 2, and 3. 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to start with our arm position. Ready? Feet together and still in side V. Exhale. Lift from the inside. 4. Exhale. Other arm. And stretch as you come down. Bend. Pull up with resistance. Exhale. Lift slowly and all the way up to your ear. bend together. Lift. One arm back. Exhale. 2. Stretch. Take a step back. 1, 2. Now lift your palm up. Push. Bend. Forward. 2. Back. Face the front. Up. And push forward. Lift and push back. And switch. 2. Stretch. Lift. Forward. And up. Forward. And lift up. Stretch. Bend. Up. Bend again. Stretch slowly. Lift. And hang. Push. Back. Forward and back. Lift. Bend. Stretch. Switch. Bend. Lift. Out. Turn your hand. Lift. Down. Push and lift together. Up. And bend. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a little bit. 2, 3, and 4. Stretch to the side. Stretch to the other side. Lift. And we're going to do traditional Korean bow. Now we're going to learn turning. We'll do single turns and multiple turns in place. First, let's learn to turn right. You take your left foot and cross it over. Look over your right shoulder and turn. Don't lift your heel. Let's try that again, okay? So you want to keep your heel down when you turn. Take your left foot, cross over, look over your right shoulder, and turn. Let's try the other way. So that we've taken our left foot this time, we're going to take our right foot, cross, look over your left shoulder, and turn, keeping your heel down. Got that? Now let's try an open, cross, turn, and a bend. Okay, so step out with your right foot, cross, turn, and bend. Step out with your left foot, cross, turn, and bend. One more time on each side. Open, cross, turn, bend. Open, cross, turn, bend. Now, in order to turn multiple times in one place, you're going to have to include something called spotting. It's where you pick a point and your head always returns to that point. What your feet do, again, you're going to keep your heel on the ground, and it's going to be a pivot. So you have a pivot, follow, pivot, follow. Pivot, follow, pivot, follow. Pivot, follow. And that pivot heel stays in the ground. It does not come off, and the follow foot is the only one that lifts. So this time we're turning left first, okay? So your pivot foot is your left foot. You pivot, follow, pivot, follow. Turn your head quickly, pivot, follow, and as you speed up, you just take that process and go faster and faster, and don't forget to spot so you don't get dizzy. Let's try the other way. Now you take your right heel, you keep it in the ground. Let's try the tap. You want to pivot, follow, pivot, follow. Keep your right heel in the ground. Don't let it come up. And don't forget to spot. Turning your head quickly. And when you're comfortable, you can speed up. And going faster and faster and faster. Are you dizzy yet? Now we're going to take a quick break from dancing and learn some percussion instruments. The drum that you will learn today is called a footwork. This is a traditional Korean instrument, and it's one of 4 major percussion instruments still played in Korea today. This instrument right here is called a janggu. It's also called an hourglass drum because there's kind of a shape of an hourglass on the inside. Over here we have our gongs. This is a jing. It's a bigger gong that has more of a bass sound. And then this one tends to be the leader. It might be the smallest, but it has the loudest sound. And I won't play it today, but it's very loud and it's the leader in this percussion group. But the drum that we'll learn today is the footwork. If you have sticks, then I want you to hold your sticks like you're making a fist Make sure your thumbs are down, but don't grip it too hard. Hold it so that you have some wiggle room. And when you play the drum, you want to make sure that you're bouncing. And don't hold it on the drum, okay? Now when you're playing the bouk or any kind of percussion instrument or music in general, I think it's very important in dance, I guess. It's important in our lives. There are two concepts that we have to keep separated in our head, okay? There's the concept of beat and rhythm. The beat is like a steady heartbeat. It's the thing that keeps the pace, and rhythm is everything in between. So let's demonstrate a steady beat, okay? Now we're going to put something called the accent, or like a dominant sound in your dominant hand. Think about what hand you eat with or what hand you write with, okay? For me, I'm right-handed, so this is my dominant hand, and that accent is going to be in my right hand. So we have 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and steady, one more time. Do you understand the steady beat? Now we're going to practice something that's going to go in between the steady beat, and that's what you call the rhythm. For this part, we're going to do 1, the next rhythm we'll learn is 1, 2, 4, 1, 2. Okay. Now, as you notice, this one's a little bit more complicated, right? Korean rhythm has something called complex rhythms, where you have the beat that's subdivided again and again. Okay? So I know it's going to take some practice, but let's try it. Let me try and explain it, and you can keep on practicing it on your own. So you're going to start with the dominant hand, and you have a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Or in my case, it's right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. If you're left-handed, then it would be left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And you're just alternating your hands, okay? Let's try it all together slowly. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, we're going to use this top part, and it makes a different kind of sound, and it adds a little bit more character to the sound. So we're going to go up on the weak beats. 1. In our performance in the virtual global party, you saw a section where we had a dancer come out with a scarf. Traditionally, some dancers will say that these scarves represent your emotions. Now your emotions can be joy, it can be sadness, it can be suffering. Does that look like suffering to you? Or it can just be love. I know, it's kind of fun. But today we're going to learn some basic scarf twirling skills. Now the scarf is just an extension of your arm. Remember earlier I explained that when you lift your arm or move your arm, you have to channel from the inside. So you're spreading it out, okay? And in order to let that scarf fly, you have to give it a flick and send your energy to the tip of the scarf. Let's try the other way, across your body, flick. Remember, it's okay if you don't have this nice silk scarf that we have, whatever you have at home, some light fabric, or if you don't have it, you can imagine that you have a scarf, okay? Now flick, flick, and to the other side. Let's try that 4 times on each side. Ready? And open, across, open, across. 2 more times. Open, across, open, across. Now switch hands. Take a minute to switch hands. Ready? From the other hand, ready to go. Open, across, open, across. Open, across. Last time. Open, across. You can take the scarf and shoot it up in a high. Switch hands, try it with the other hand. Up. Or you can twirl it around your head from back to front. Around, or go front to back, around. You can also use the scarf when you're turning. So we're going to do go around and then turn. Remember how we learned to turn in place? Okay, are you guys ready? Ready? Flick and turn. Let's try the other way. Ready? And flick and turn. Okay, now we're going to put everything together in a dance. We're going to have some of our Morningstar members playing the drum beat that you learned earlier, and we'll start with some basic steps and include the scarves as well. Now we're going to learn a short choreography consisting of 4 8 counts that includes some elements of Korean dance that we learned. We'll incorporate the scarf, and when we put it all together, we're going to have our drummers accompanying us. Now the first step we're going to do is we're going to start in a beginning position like this. Heels together, toes slightly out, and we'll step out. 1, 2, slowly lift together, bend, step, arms diagonal, cross, turn, bend. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and turn place, 4. Let's just try that much. 1, 2, 3, 4, step, diagonal, cross, turn, finish. And then we're gonna spring forward to sit, grab your scarf, and 4. Okay? Let's try that again. You set your scarf down. You just finish like this. And you go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and turn place, 4. Turn place, 4. Switch hands, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, turn once, 3, and 4. Switch hands again. 1, scoop back, 3, 4, up, turn, 3, 4, down, and finish. 1, 2, and turn place, 4. Switch hands, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, turn once, 3, and 4. Switch hands again. 1, scoop back, 3, 4, up, turn, 3, 4, down, and finish. Ready, position? Ready, go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, bend, step, diagonal, cross, turn, and stretch forward. 1, 2, pick up the scarf, flick. 1,